Hey, what's up, guys? Cool Dude here, and today we got Teach Me Cool Dude episode 9. This is either 8 or 9. We're using the ARX-160 on Biolab. You're probably wondering why we're using this map on this gun on Biolab. On Biolab is a very close range map, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. Also, the next things that come to mind when you do see me ADS, you're asking why am I ADSing so slow and where's my stock? Well, with the ARX-160, I've came down to the conclusion that I don't really like quick draw on, and I don't really like stock either. And probably asking why, because this game is so gunfight oriented. Well, we'll get into that in a little bit. And just to clear things up, the variant we're using right here is the hole puncher. In my opinion, the hole puncher is very strong, very good, very versatile in all ways possible. And when you use the ARX-160, the first impressions of it was, because you guys know it was in Call of Duty Ghost, it was a really bad gun in Call of Duty Ghost. Nobody used it. It's a really ugly weapon, and it's just really bad overall compared to the other weapons in class. Well, in this game, the ARX-160 is a very consistent one-burst weapon. This is the hole puncher. The hole puncher is obviously a bit better than the default version, and the steel bite is just the best one you can get, which is the elite version. So pretty much with all variants of this weapon, what you want to do, even though the bursts shoot really fast in this game, just the guns like BAL, ASM-1, AK-12 are still really good weapons at almost any range. So with the ARX-160, you want to post up on a head glitch, you want to control the map. This weapon is less about accuracy. Well, I mean, I shouldn't really say that. It's less about skill and more about positioning. This weapon is all about position. You could, as long as you have the drop on somebody, you will easily win the gunfight. As you know, in circumstances with this game, is you can get the drop on somebody, you have the BAL or an AK. They'll sometimes pick you off a head glitch because it's Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. But the ARX-160, this gun seems very consistent when you're on head glitches. Just don't get into a circumstance where if you are in a gunfight, you want to hit every burst. You want to time that burst before you shoot. So if that means that they get first shot on you, so just for you to line up your burst, that's good, because you'll always get a one burst kill with the ARX-160 at almost any range. Now, the class that I'm using in here is I'm using low profile, toughness, scavenger, exo overclock, 2 stuns. I'm using the UAV extra assist bombing run, and I'm using the Warbird, of course, same streaks with Defender. And the attachments I'm using is red dot and parabolic microphone. Now, the reason why I'm using parabolic microphone was, 1, because I didn't really think anything else was good enough to use, and 2, that I think it really shows people up on the radar that use suppressor, and a lot of people use suppressor in this game now. And red dot is because the iron sights are really bad on the ASM-1. I mean, on the ASM-1, excuse me, on the ARX-160. So a really good class for you guys to use on your ARX-160 could be as follows. The iron sights are really bad on this weapon to me, especially if you're going for range kills, which is what I'm doing, seeing on head glitches. So red dot's a must. So you want to take that as a tier slot. The reason why I don't like quick draw is this gun zooms in really fast, and you want to be able to hit that first burst no matter what. And I notice when I use burst weapons and I use quick draw, I seem to shoot before I get the full aim in, because I'm so used to just clicking on the people right away. So it's kind of hard to explain. I'm not really my accuracy with the ARX with quick draw isn't really that good. So if you guys are good with quick draw, do red dot quick draw. If you guys are kind of with it, another viable option with the ARX-160 is definitely the grenade launcher, if you guys are good with the grenade launcher. And if you really want to change things up a little bit, you could put on suppressor. Suppressor works really well with this weapon. But if you are using suppressor, I would use stock just in case you need to strafe somebody, because you may not one burst because of the hit detection or the weakening of the weapon. I don't know. This game with suppressor is really weird. I'm not too I don't know too much in depth about the suppressor, but that's up to you guys to figure out. Also, this weapon works very well with just camping. A lot of weapons in this game are very hard to camp with. You have to use exo boost jumps to get kills. You got to go crazy around the map. With the ARX-160, you don't have to worry about boost jumping. It's just it's simple as aim, shoot. The biggest thing here, like I said, and I'll keep saying it, is positioning and aiming. You want to line up the shot before you shoot. That's why I'm not using quick draw and why I'm not using stock, because I need every burst to count to compete. Also, positioning. If you notice, I stay in the same spot, not because I'm a camper, not because I'm bad, but this is just how you have to use this weapon. If you guys are watching the gameplay here, each time I shoot at somebody, they're put one shot, or I just kill everybody almost instantaneously. Compared to my other videos when I'm on Biolab, it's sometimes 5 or 6 bullets into a kid and he still runs away, and I have to back off and he puts me one shot. It's just, this weapon is very consistent at what it does. It has a very good niche in the game, and it's a very underlooked weapon. If more and more people start to use this weapon, I'm guaranteed people are going to complain that this weapon is super good. Now, the ARX-160 is not for every map. The ARX-160 is good on maps that have a pretty good sightline, maps that have good positioning. Example of a good positioning map would be something in the terms of Instinct, something in the terms of Biolab, something in the terms of Riot, something in the terms of shit. You could even set this up on a map, for example, like Horizon Retreat, but you don't want to use this weapon on maps like Comeback because there's nowhere to really set up, nowhere for you to really camp, nowhere for really defend nothing, or really to set up and think. You need maps where you can think and set up before the other team. This gun's all about outsmarting people, and if you're the type of guy that likes to camp, you're the type of guy that likes to outsmart people, you're the type of guy that likes to one burst and cares about accuracy, this is the weapon for you. This has been your boy Cool Dude. I was one off the DNA when the game ended, but I dropped the vicious for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. This has been Cool Dude Teach Me. Peace.